Hey Boo Heyyyy, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do a few days in my life, vlog style. I realized yesterday I have not done a single vlog this summer. Like, what am I doing? I'm sorry the lighting's really weird. I am on my way to church, so I'm just bringing you guys right along. Oh, that's better. I'm just bringing you guys right along with me. So you kind of saw me get ready this morning, all of the things, so that is done. It always feels good to like kind of have a slower morning where you can just take your time, make some coffee. The coffee that I make is actually like a Starbucks dupe, so I typically go and get the vanilla blonde latte with extra caramel. However, it's like $10 a pop and it's like full of sugar. And I'm not saying that I'm making like huge strides to like lose weight or anything like that, but I definitely need to get more protein and I need to save some money. So I found the vanilla blonde like Nespresso cups on Amazon, as well as my Nespresso, and I get the caramel Premier protein shakes and I use that instead of any of the syrups or anything, and it tastes just like it. Plus, I save money and I get in some protein. So that's what I made this morning. And then, of course, a bagel. And yeah, just got dressed. Now I'm on my way to church. My church is about 25-30 minutes away from me. It's kind of in a adjacent town, quote unquote, where I live. It is just like, they all really need to name it one space, but they don't, so I'm sure it's got to do with taxes or something like that. You gotta drive just a little bit, but I enjoy going to this church. It is, excuse me, it is a multi-generational church. Probably not a church that you typically expect for Black people to go to, but that's where I feel like the Lord is leading me to go right now, and so that's where I'm going. So yeah. And then after church, I need to go by the grocery store. I feel like everybody has different grocery stores. Like, there's not a place that all has the same grocery store. Like, there's a girl that I watch in Indianapolis, I think it is, and like their grocery store is like Meijer. Here, our big grocery store is Hy-Vee, where it's plainly just groceries. Not like Walmart, because everybody has a Walmart, right? But like, that's just groceries, right? I mean, they have, you know, a few little other things, but primarily, like, that's their thing, right? They're not doing, like, a whole bunch of clothes. They're not selling a whole bunch of cosmetics, like, nothing like that. So, I want to know, do you have a Hy-Vee where you're at? And if you're in Des Moines, put that you're in Des Moines, because, hey, girl, hey, boo, you know. But I know Meijer's a big one. Kroger's a big one. We don't have either of those here. I feel like there's one more that's a really big one, but we also don't have that one here. We have a Fairway, which I think is like Midwest. I'm trying to think what else. That might be it. Okay, so the way I have my phone hooked up is super ghetto, and it is not staying up very well. So the angle, it does look different now. So I'm just going to stop talking before it falls again and just see you at church.
Perspective in which he does that with every one of us. There's something God has called you to. And it's incumbent upon you to know it. Because you don't want to get to heaven and find out that you were busy with something else. You know, you were building a church when God said, you know, here you are, you're a pastor. And God said, I really called you to be a plumber. I really wanted to use you in the plumbing. or you thought I'd say plumber and pastor, didn't you? Yeah. So, you know, we need to know, God, what are you calling me to? But that calling is irrevocable. It's that calling, it's not a matter of God saying that I've chosen you for salvation and that's irrevocable. What he's saying is I've chosen, when he chooses someone or a people for usefulness, that is irrevocable.
So we're back home, and I'm going to show you guys what I bought. I had a DSW bag in the car, so that had straps on it. So thank God that I have that. Because I got it in plastic because I had other groceries for someone else. So I bought a couple of things of fruit because I'm trying to be better about my fruits and veggies. I'm not a big fruit or veggie fan, but I'm working towards it. Slowly but surely. I can't say that I'm on like a whole wellness journey or like anything like that. I just know that I need to be better with fruits and veggies. I've picked up these. I also found that even though things like this are more expensive, I am more apt to eat them. Oh, I forgot to pick up bananas. Because it's already washed, it's already cut up, like all the things, and I don't have to do any of that work. So, yeah. And then also I get dip with it because why not? Getting the dip doesn't negate the nutrients and vitamins and whatever that are in the fruit, and it makes it sweeter for me. So I'm going to go with it. I need to get more milk because the other one expires, I think, in 2 days. Three potatoes. There's a recipe that I found on Pinterest that also goes with chicken, and so I'm going to make that this week. And then I've been on a huge hot tamales kick, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this put away. I also got myself some flowers because why not? I've been trying to be better about just the small things I can do for myself, and flowers is one of those. Sometimes I really like flowers, sometimes I don't. So I'm just trying to navigate this season of my life and figure out what I really do like and what I don't. Sorry if you can hear the air fryer. I had some leftover McDonald's and wanted to heat that up, but I was out of fries. So I wanted to warm up and use, I have some, goodness gracious, some waffle fries in there, like a tiny bit. So I wanted to use those and, you know, try and save a couple of dollars. I didn't save any money when I ordered it because I ordered it through DoorDash, but still, I wanted to try and use up some, you know, some of this food in here. So yeah, anyways, I know, you know, like, as you've seen on my other videos, that I love makeup, but I always can't go out and buy makeup, especially with the way that my wallet is set up right now. It's not as much of an option as I'd like for it to be right now in my life. So I am trying to find other small things that I enjoy. And sometimes I enjoy looking over and seeing flowers. So I got these while I was also at Hy-Vee. I know some people get all fancy and, you know, do the whole tape thing and all of that. I'm not doing any of that. I just want it in there. I did take, let me say that. I did take one of my vases over to Hy-Vee one time to get it, like have them do it in the floral department. Girl, it's $50. $50 hot dollars. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just let that be the reason, because we're not doing that today. So I think it looks good. It's got a couple yellow roses in it. It's still pretty, like, almost said fall, but no, summery. Summer's my favorite season, so that makes me feel warm inside. However, I know that the season is changing because the praying mantis are out. That is one thing about my apartment, is that once the weather starts changing, we get praying mantis everywhere. Like, I woke up this morning, one on the window. I cannot stand those things. They are the grossest things. Like, I'd rather have a spider or a bee on the window, obviously outside, than to have a praying mantis looking at me through my window. The creepiest thing. Like, I can't, just thinking about it is making my stomach upset. So I gotta change the subject. Not a fan, grosses me out. So yeah, I've got some fries warming up. Like I said, I've got some leftover McDonald's that I ordered from DoorDash because my eyes were bigger than my stomach. And really the only way to make McDonald's work is to throw it in the air fryer. Like, if I have leftover fries, which again I don't, the air fryer makes it work, and then you can like resalt them, and they're usually pretty good. Chicken nuggets, air fryer. The cheeseburger, I can put in the microwave. That's perfectly fine, but the rest of it definitely has to go in the air fryer to get like a little bit of that crisp back. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm not gonna change. I was thinking about changing and putting on something like more comfortable since I'm home and I'm chilling probably for the rest of the day. It is 96 degrees, I think I saw on a sign. So it's hot. It's definitely hot. It's also the last day of the Iowa State Fair. I did not go. Typically I go with like my sister and her kids, but we didn't have the money to go. She's getting ready to move into a house. I've been off work. Money is a little tight, so we just decided not to go this year. So, and I'm okay with that. The only thing that I ever go for is the caramel apple funnel cake and the pulled pork nachos. I can make both of those at home. I actually have funnel cake sticks in my freezer right now. So I get me some apple pie filling, dish that up a little bit, I'm good to go. Pulled pork nachos, honey, that ain't a thing. Okay, like, I can get me some chips, you know, salsa, sour cream, all of that. Don't even gotta worry about it. So when fair comes to your town, what are your fair foods? What is the thing that you have to get if you go to the fair? Let me know, because I'm really curious. I don't know if like the fair has the same thing in all of the places, or if it's different based off of where you live. So I'm curious. Let me know about that. So I know that like a lot of people, I'm just rambling on. I know that a lot of people like are on here on YouTube and like they do book reviews. Like there's a lot of readers. Kudos to you. Kudos to you if you are a reader. I am not. I do not care to read. Not at all. I don't like instructions. No. Does it have pictures? Like, I am a visual learner. I am visually stimulated. A book, no. If it's not a movie, I probably haven't seen it. Like, I've never read any of the Twilights. I never read any Harry Potters, Lord of the Rings. Have seen those movies, not Lord of the Rings. It is on my list. I did try and start the book on Audible, and it was like a dramatized version. It's probably like 2 years ago, which was helpful, but it still was not all the way helpful like I needed it to be. So anyways, I go into all of that to say, not a book reader, but I do like movies. So I might start doing like movie reviews as shorts, but I definitely want to talk about one in here. I watched, well actually maybe two. I watched The Pickup with Eddie Murphy, Keke Palmer, Pete Davidson last night, my time. It was okay. I'm not a huge comedy fan. Like, I will watch some comedies, but my go-to is action. Like, absolutely action. So it had a little bit of action in there. Also had Eva Longoria. So it had a little bit of action in there, but there were just like parts where I think were supposed to be funny that I didn't find funny. So I'm glad that it's like an Amazon Prime movie and not something that was put in the theater, because I definitely wouldn't have paid to see it in the theater. Amazon Prime movies are usually pretty good. Like The Tomorrow War, Without Remorse, that was really, like, those two movies were really good. I feel like there was something else that I watched that was an Amazon movie that was really good, but now I can't think of it. But that one, for me, just kind of, like, missed the mark. So, yeah. Have you watched it? Have you, like, are you into comedies? What was your take on that? Because, like I said, it just missed the mark for me. Another movie that honestly was, like, a train wreck. Like, it was a horrible movie. The acting was horrible. It was quite predictable. And yet you could not look away. Okay, I had to check my food in there. Was a movie called Fortress. Bruce Willis, Shannon Doherty. She had a little bit of a role in there. Jesse somebody. The black dude that played in the first Jason Momoa Aquaman movie. I guess he played in 2 as well. That guy and Chad Michael Murray. Yeah, definitely the acting was absolutely horrible. Not Bruce Willis's finest moment. Like, not at all. Not at all. It is a movie about a son who, Jesse, whatever his name is, who ends up going to this retirement center community to talk to his dad about, like, his failing company and to try and get some money from, like, the estate or whatever. Dad played by Bruce Willis. And he finds out that it's not a retirement center, that it's, like, ex-CIA, top government people, and there are people that are hunting for Bruce Willis. That's all I'm going to say about the movie. In comes Shannon Doherty, you know, like all the things, and things unwind and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Horrible movie. Like I said, I love action. This was, no. Like, on a scale of don't even waste your 2 hours of breath on this to end game, it was like, don't waste your breath. But you can't look away. So, those are the two movies that right now I will talk about. I've gone and seen other movies. I've watched movies on TV and things like that. But those two, yeah, I definitely need to say something. Alright, so I've got my french fries and my chicken nuggets that I threw, like I said, in the air fryer. You know that piece is going to be hot, so we're going to grab a fork to get that off of my plate because I'm not about to burn my hand. Whoop. There we go. Separate this out so I can put some seasoning on it. Just using some seasoning and salt. I'm gonna warm up my cheeseburger and then I'm gonna chill. Hey guys, it's a whole another day. As you saw, I went to boxing and I'm just like in the car just trying to like cool down a little bit. I'm sorry if the sound is weird. I forgot my mic at home. So here we are. But yeah, I've been doing boxing for a few months now and it has been really great in managing my anger because I mean I'm sure that you've watched, you know, my healing diaries videos, but like with that as well as, you know, just regular life stressors, things that just kind of like pop up, navigating this season of healing and, you know, exposing lies and like all of that. So this has just been really, really good for me with all of that. It lets me get out of my head. It lets me see how strong I really am. It silences the noise, you know. If I do have some thoughts that may not be very positive, I just punch the hell out of the bag and it's great. So if you are in the Des Moines area, I definitely recommend this place. It is cheaper than a lot of the places that I've looked at. Their schedule is a little wonky, but I definitely recommend it. The guy that leads the 12:15 class that I go to, his name is Adam. He's absolutely phenomenal. I really, really like him. So yeah, I would definitely like recommend it. And then there's a couple of like restaurants like next to it. So, you know, go get a workout, go get a drink. Either way, you'll feel really good after. So yeah, really sweaty, but absolutely worth it every time I come. I started not to come today and was like, no, I'm gonna go. Like, I need to get out of the house. The last couple of days for me have been a little rough, so I need to go and just let some things out. And I did, and as you can see, I am so sweaty. So yeah, definitely recommend it though. If you thought about it, do it. It is now several hours later. I came home, I took a shower, I actually washed my hair, and I am now blow drying it because I don't like wet hair. Like I just, especially in like crochets, because you know the water can get stuck in there and then it can smell. It's like leaving old clothes in the washer, and I really don't have time for that. So I'm using a blow dryer. Let me know if you would want to see a video on how I wash my crochet because it's not as hard as I thought it would be. Like, I mean, I've been having crochet in, you know, for a good hot second. It's typically my go-to style. So, because I can do it myself. That is why. Save me some money. Anyways, did that, put on some nails. These ones are from Kiss, I think. And I just had these in my little mani pedicure box and just thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use these. I am definitely a French tip kind of girl. Just trying to use these up. Like I bought them, I might as well use them. So did that. Also, these right here from Trader Joe's, obviously it says it in the corner, are fantastic. Like if you have not tried these, get you some. They are absolutely fantastic. I bought 3 of those like, I don't know, a month ago. Maybe it wasn't that long ago. And That's the third bag. Maybe it was like 3 weeks ago. It's been a hot second because I don't live near Trader Joe's. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's a good 25-minute drive for me. So I picked up 3 of those the last time I went, and that was the third bag. So I need to go back, and I need to get me some more because those things are absolutely fantastic. Like, it's the brookie, it's the caramel, it's the chocolate. Like, what else can a girl ask for? So it's a few days later, and I am kind of just getting myself ready for the day and to go out. I did get in an Ipsy box. I just started doing Ipsy again because I figured it's a really nice way to try some newer brands that I've not even heard of. So I got in this Neogen Dermatology. It's a face wash, I guess, yeah, like a gel cleanser. I haven't opened any of this stuff, so I don't actually know what it looks like. But this is what this looks like. It looks like it's got like little beads in it. So that's pretty cool. Double Vita Capsule Cleansing Foam. And it looks like it may be Korean skincare because looks like Korean on the back, maybe. So yeah, I've never heard of this brand. I'm definitely willing to give it a try. I'm using the bio something face wash right now. It's in a yellow bottle. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Like, it is not, it takes like 4 squirts to do the face, and the squirts are like meep, just itty bitty guys, and like I need more than that. So I think it might be past the return window, so I'm going to try and use it up, but it's not my favorite. Anyways, I got a yummy highlighter from Danessa Myricks. Let me see if I can get this open, because I am really interested with Ipsy, and this is not sponsored by Ipsy whatsoever. Like I said, I just started getting back into doing it. I did it a few years ago and really enjoyed it. Like I said, really nice way to try and experience some new brands, things that I never heard. Like, I didn't even know Danessa Myricks had a Blurring Balm Lowlighter powder, I should say. Like, I had no idea. So this is, I'm pretty excited about this. And if it looks like this on top, I think it might work out really well. So let's see here. That's what it looks like. Let's swatch it. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. Yep. I like that. I absolutely like that. That is cute. Okay. I have one, maybe 2 Danessa Myra products that I have not even opened yet. I know, shame on me. I need to get it together. I also got this Coffee Lassie Lips Staining Lip Oil in the shade Fig. Let's see what this is looking like. That's what that looks like. Try not to get it on my dress. Oh yeah, that's like deep. That is, yeah, we're not going to swatch that because if I get it on my shirt or my dress, I'm going to be hot. Very upset. That I'm interested in trying. This one I'm probably not going to try. This is from the brand Beauty For Real. This is a brow wax. I don't use brow waxes. I'm a pencil girl. So I'm not even going to like swatch this. But I do want to open it just to like look at it. But like I said, I know I'm not going to use this. There's not a point. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Not going to use that at all. It does come with like a little brush for it. That's cute for travel. Like, that would be super cute if I used brow waxes for travel, because I could just like throw that in a bag. But yeah, not using that. So I'll probably end up giving that to one of my girlfriends because I don't really like to waste stuff. You know, somebody can use it. So that's what I'm going to let them do. This is from Mally, I think is how you pronounce the brand. Evercolor Cheek Stick. So it's a face defining stick. So I would think like a contour, but it's like rosy. So this is definitely going to be more of like a highlighter type of situation. I can't imagine like contouring or anything with this. So it is like rose pink. It kind of matches my skirt. This would be cute if I felt like doing a full face today. But I am interested in trying that out. So I'm going to keep that one. Yeah, that's all I got in the Ipsy box. You get like, 5 products or so or whatever. And it matches my nails. Ooh, see, I'm cute, girl. I did these press-on nails the other day. And I think I said, like, I'm definitely a French tip girly. And that still stands true. So I'm going to use these because I've got them. And then I'm going to go back to my French tips because I'm missing it. That's that. I feel like there was something else I came on here to tell you. Maybe it was the bio stuff. Girl, I don't know. It's been a little bit of a hectic morning. I did film a couple of videos. They might be up by now. I do pre-film just because life can get crazy, and I've been very open about my mental health. So on the days where I have like really good days, I'm like, let me film, let me film, let me film. There are days where I don't even want to get out of bed. So, like, obviously I'm not going to film on those days. So I do try and just kind of have some ready to go and, like, out a couple of months because you just never know, right? And things in life are sometimes a struggle, like, I have learned this year that mental health is very, very important. And you definitely have to take care of yourself. And you've got to listen to your body, right? I am not a good listener to my body. Not at all. And that is something that I'm still learning to do. So it really is just all the process and just having grace with yourself and like all of that. But anyways, I say all of that to say those videos may be up because I pre-film quite a bit. I feel like there was really something else I was going to come on here and tell you, but I don't remember what it was. Let me think about it for 30 seconds. Got it. Okay. So, see, it's a Rolodex in there. Like, sometimes it just comes back around. I had ordered some stuff from Fashion Nova, and I just, like, tried them on, wanted to see, like, how that was looking, and did my first return process. Now, I've heard that their return process is, like, garbage, right? And I know that they only do the return policy in regards to doing an exchange. I was expecting it to be like some big hoorah, at least thus far. I have not dropped off the items, any of that kind of stuff, but I was expecting thus far that it would be like jumping through hoops. And so far, just going on, clicking the items that I want to return, why I'm wanting to return them, getting the print label. It does cost to send back, so it was like $5 for the label, which I'm going to take over to UPS, and then I can drop them off and they will send them off, and like once they get them, then I will get the credit for whatever, blah blah blah. But I was really expecting it to be like so much harder from what I've heard, like so much more disappointing, and thus far it wasn't. Like we're good, like we are really good. So that surprised me. I don't know if any of you guys have ordered and then did a return, but let me know your experience because I'm really interested, because my experience as a first timer returning something has not, it was okay. Like it was fine. We'll see how the rest of it goes, once I drop it off and like the mailing and like all of that stuff. But to start it was okay. I don't like that I had to pay for a label, but it is fast fashion, and they do try and, make the money any way that they can so that they can stay in business. And I think that that's one thing that we kind of forget is like, if we want them to be in business and we want access to those things, we may have to pay for extra things that larger companies or maybe even more sustainable companies like Walmart may not have us pay for, right? So just a little bit of perspective there, but also not, I guess I was like scared to do the return because of what I've heard. And there have been other things that I've bought that I'm like, I'm just going to keep it because I don't want to deal with the return process. And now I'm like, well, dang, I should have just mustered up the courage and did the return process. And then even though it would be a credit, I'm sure I could still use it to find something. Oh, you can see the pile right here. This is the pile of things that I am keeping, but like I'm a big set person, So like the matching sets, I can get a couple of those. And that's really such a good way to like break up your clothes in your closet. You see my closet, it's a hot mess. And like extend your wardrobe. So I am looking forward to that credit because I already have a couple of things in my cart that I'm like, yep, these are going to be cute. These are absolutely going to be cute. So anyways, I think that's going to be the end of this video because it is rather long. At least longer than I was anticipating it to be, but you know, such is life, right? And I've not done a vlog with you guys, and so I wanted to take you along just to share my life with you. I am going to try and get into vlogs more because I do want to do beauty and lifestyle, like that's what's on my page, and that requires me letting you into my life a little bit more. So I definitely want to do that. It will probably be kind of like pop-up surprise videos, so you want to make sure that you are subscribed, that you've hit that notification bell, because when I do come on here, it's going to be a whole surprise. You're going to be like, hey, it's my birthday. I must have got a treat. She's here. So don't forget to hit that notification bell. Okay? I think that was everything I wanted to say. It's just one of those days. I'm in a weird mood. I don't know. But anyways, I love you guys. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.